Hello everyone. So starting with this Shastra challenge 5 to 5 contest. So the problem statement for the today contest is mirror array. So what does mirror array? So for this problem statement, the difficulty level is easy, and the prerequisite which is required for this problem statement is array and loops. And so what does problem statement state? So once upon a time, in a small remote village, there lived a group of students who were fascinated by the concepts of reflections. One day, a stranger arrived in the village. After hearing about the students' fascinations with reflections, he asked the students to develop a program that checks whether an array A of length n is a mirror array or not. Meaning that the first half of an array is equal to the second half of an array. It states that the first elements of a array is equal to the last elements of that array. And vice versa for the second element of an array is equal to second last elements of an array, which state that it's a mirror array. Yeah. And to whom they have said that the but yeah. So basically the students to whom the stranger has been said they don't know how does programming work. So help the students to develop a program that checks whether an array is a mirror array or not. So starting with explanation for this problem statement. So the input formats of this problem statement is like the first input will be a test cases which is defined by t, and the second will be the size of an array which will be defined as a variable n, and after that input the element of an array according to the size input and define a loop. So basically after giving all the input from the by the users, the for loop which will be worked till the n by 2, so half of the length of an array, and the for loop will work on the basis by checking the first elements of an array and the last elements of an array is equal. Second elements of an array and the second last elements of an array is equal. Third element of an array and third last element of an array is equal. Vice versa till the length of an array, till the n by 2 length of an array. So the irritation will be work on that basis, and once the for loop has been checked and it has just said that the all elements are equal, so the final value, the output value will be turned equal to 1, and the for loop will be break. So after the loop has been break, so the condition is true, and then reinitializing the output variables by 1, and after the execution of the loop, print the value of the output variable. So for that, and done for that. And for this problem statement, yeah, simple. Getting a sample input 0, like this one it is, and the constraint. The constraint from this problem statement for the test cases which will be lie between 1 to 100, and for n, which is the length of an array, which will lie between 1 to 10 raised to 5, and a, which is the element of an array, which will lie between 1 into 10 raised to 5, lie between 1 to 10 raised to 5. And for each test cases, output 1 if the array is a mirror array, otherwise output will be 0, which I have said before that. So like taking the first test cases for from the sample input, like the five stated test cases. So there will be five test cases: 3, 4, 7, 5, 6. These are the test cases of the length of an array which has been defined. So taking the first test case of an array, 1, 2, 3. 1, which is the first element, which is not equal to the last element, which is 3. So it's not an mirror array. So the output is 0. Yeah, so this is the problem stated which is defined, which state that which is has been defined. So let's getting into the solution for this problem statement. We will be doing this in CPP, and I had already written the code for this problem statement. So let's check what's the problem statement states. The solution this states. What are the problems which are needs and logic which we need to solve this problem. These are the basic CPP library which we need for solving this problem. So we had first initialized the main functions, and then we have initialized the t variable, which is the test cases, and taken the input from the user, and we had after that we had do with the condition that t should not be equal to 0. means test cases should run till the value of z, well, till the value of test cases is not equal to 0. And inside the while loop, we had initialized the int n, n which is the length of an array, and we had taken a user input from for the value of n. And firstly, we had initialized the result value which is equal to 1. Like we are considering it is in the mirror array. And after that, we are taking the value of a raised to n, which is an array, like the value of an array. We are made in a loop in which we are taking the user's input for each element which is in an array, which is in the length of an array. And instead of that, inside we had also made another for loop for checking the value that first element, like in this, we had a consider we check that if the value of the first element is equal to this second last element is not equal to last element, then the result will be zero. Means that it will not be a mirror array. If this condition has been occurred, so we'll be breaking the loop and the value will be result return equal to zero. If this condition doesn't satisfy, like no element was not equal to the the vice versa element for that, so the for loop will work till the last, and after that, the result which is equal to 1, yeah, the result which is equal to 1, the output will be result, the output will be value of the result. Yeah, this one is the solution for the 2D problem. Like that's it. Now run the code for this problem statement. Like check. Yeah, the test cases has been yeah, congruency of power the test simple sample test case. Now submit the code. Yeah. Now let's see if an array is, yeah, submission. Yeah, all the test cases has been applied. Yes, status is accepted. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.